Hello, I thought I would record this just to answer a friend who asked if this game was hard. Short answer, yes. Long answer, this video. You could probably get to the end of the main storyline for casual gamers, but just thought I'd show how hard that chapter 9 is, which is kind of second storyline. You can see this is probably going to take a while. I don't think I'm going to finish this in one video. Alright, so wave dash off of that. Bounce off of that. Wait, if I wave dash and dash, then I won't have a dash. So I'll have to fall to get the crystal, and then jump over there, dash up, jump over there, jump over there. Do I have an extra dash? It seems impossible. Oh, and that's the end of the stage. Or room. Alright. Shouldn't be too terrible. Except for, obviously, this is going to, you know, do all this nonsense. And timing is my weakness, so there's that as well. That didn't launch me. Eh. What? What? Ah. Alright. Whatever. Oh wait, can I overshoot that? Might actually make that easier. There's not enough room to wave dash on this platform. Come on. Well, that just makes it easier. How am I supposed to get over there? So this brick isn't always launching me because you gotta press jump at the right time. Also, there's stars in the way. Also, wave dashing's hard. that's not gonna happen. This is actually the first time I've tried this room specifically, and so this could take a while because it's already taken. No, not that. It's already taken a few hours just to get this far into the level, and I'm only halfway through. Alright. I don't really know what you want me to do after that. Hold on. He just dashes over the whole thing and lands there. Alright. That I'm pretty sure I tried, but we can keep trying it. And of course I jumped too high. 'Cause it don't- I really didn't have much to say, I just thought I'd talk about nothing in particular. I think it's slightly better than having no commentary. Should probably figure out the timing of these stars, that'd probably help. And also if I stop jumping so high. Yeah, I don't think I can make that jump. Actually, it doesn't really matter, because I don't figure out the timing. Or that. Yeah. Stupid hairs things. But it doesn't really matter if I touch this, because I'm not going to touch it again. Oh no, he jumped over the whole thing, didn't he? I don't... Did he even grab on that block? Oh, he did not. He jumped over the whole thing. Depending on how long this takes, I might just do one room. That did not go diagonal. That's okay, because the respawn rate is fast. There we go. Eh. I mean, that almost worked. So I think it could work. The trick is, you know, making it work. Ah. Oh wait, but... Hold on. But I'm out of grip. Okay, so he doesn't climb up this block. Oh no, he does a little. Climbs up that block. Yeah, so... How am I running out of grip and he's not? Up this. Ah. See? I have no grip left. Am I just not doing it fast enough? Also, is this music too loud? It seems kind of loud. But I really don't want to adjust it, so too bad. I just hope you can hear me speak. Out of all the nothing that I have to say. Alright, well. So this block will launch you up if you grab it too high. That's why I sometimes hit the ceiling ones. So you gotta hit it right in the middle there. That's fine. Ah. Oh, so close. Do you lose grip holding the grip button in midair? Because that would be stupid. But that might actually explain why I was running out of grip. Nope. Guess I just have to do it fast. I don't know. Okay. Are those... hold on. I'll explain it when I actually get over there. Sometimes I land on the spikes, sometimes I don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, mountains don't. Okay, well, I just lost a dash there. I never know whether I'm going to go over that platform or whether I'm going to have to grab onto it. So I have to kind of just figure it out as soon as I get there. Of course, a lot of times it goes only partially over and then hits the spikes, like that. This thing moves that block over there, which is why I have to get it, in case you hadn't noticed that. And no grip left. Normally you only have one dash, but the pink crystal gives you two. So that's that. While the crystal does refill your grip, you don't have much grip. So you kind of just have to book it. Did he jump when he climbed this? No. Ah. There we go. Now hold on. Don't do something stupid. There we go. And there we go. That's how you get through one room in Chapter 9, which is harder than the main storyline. Alright, what do we got here? Stars, Delta. Actually, I can just wave dash over there. More stars. Why is there a choice? Alright, so if you fall straight, that's gonna be really hard to move that right path there. There's less stars, but it's really precise. Yeah, I'm not seeing... Wait, what? I have to have a dash at the end if I take the right path? That seems fair, because I don't need a dash to get to the right path. So by the time I get to the bottom, I have to use the dash. Alright, well that sucks. Let's see. Left path, I have to dash left to get there. And then fall through all these stars again. And then land in the bubble. I have no idea which one's easier. We will have to find out. Obviously the answer is neither, but I mean... I don't have a dash. Wave dash failed. Of course, if I can't get through the stars, then it won't matter which path I take. We're basically always in the middle, so I have to be either left or right. There we go. Nope. I don't know why I decided to pick this path that has more stars. Seems like a bad idea. Well, I don't know. Because that one's really narrow. Yeah, see, right there is going to be really hard. Oh, I love the worms that come out of the rock in the background. Little space worms. So cute. Not like these starfish. They're not cute. They're evil. I still have no idea which way's easier. I probably won't until after I'm halfway through one of the paths. Yeah, I'm not seeing that happening. I don't know, I got slightly further on the left path. Slightly. And if I can get the stupid timing down, then in theory, all of the starfish will be in exactly the same place every time, and I won't have to worry about it. There we go. Oh, updraft. Alright. Okay. Why? Does this little block go all the way over? Maybe. That would explain why the last key is on top of it. Alright. So, what do you want from me? Wave dash off of that block, which will of course fall, in order to dash up through the crystal, and then get the left key, and then dash over the spikes to get the right key, and then not have enough dash to get to that block. The crystal might come back, actually. Maybe. Oh, I forgot there was an updraft. That does change things a little bit. Not a ton, but it does. It's harder to wave dash, that's what it does. Alright, well. Why does this block collapse? Like, come on. It accomplishes nothing. See, how do I feel like I need to get that crystal again. Ooh. Well, that was fancy. Do that again. I don't even know what I did. That's unfortunate. Did I just jump? Is that all I... Like, there's no way. Well, there you go. If you do the wave dash incorrectly, it won't refill your dash. And I need it to refill my dash, so I can get the crystal. Oh, come on. That's the other wrong way to do it, is that you don't actually get a boost. That didn't even collapse. Did I even... Alright. Why does this rock collapse? Like, come on, let me try again, please. That crystal does come back in a fairly reasonable amount of time. Ooh, does. Nailed it. I don't know what that thing is for, but I don't know. Anyway. So obviously I have to wave dash up here. Yep. Oh no, feather. Wait, what? You expect me to exit the feather early? Alright, wave dashing, come on. Somehow didn't die. Now I'm gonna forget exactly how I did it and mess it up. Oh, what? Come on. The updraft stops right when I need it. Well, I am doing more than one room apparently, but probably not going to do the rest of the stage since I'm only halfway through it. Alright, I guess I have to go below that. Springs refill your dash. Both kinds of crystals refill your dash. Feathers refill your dash. Pretty much everything does. Spring crystals only give you one dash, like most things. Keep landing on that feather too hard. Alright, I have to go below it. Took me so long to get back to that feather, I forgot what I was supposed to do. See? I keep landing on it so hard that I can't change into a little ball fast enough. which requires no input on my part, but apparently it's takes a second. Well, gonna have to dash into that blank spot on the wall. See? I don't know how I can adjust how hard I land on the feather. Other than height, I guess. In case you can't tell what it is that I'm doing, I'm wall jumping to the left and then going right immediately after that in order to get over the spikes. Or rather, what I'm failing to do. Maybe I need to hit it, I don't know. It sometimes works. I don't really know what it wants from me. And I don't really, I mean, I could check the YouTube video, but there's probably no other way to do this. Oh yeah, how did he do? Yeah, basically the same thing. Wait, can you break out of the feather without dashing? Since when? What? This is news to me. That'll make it a lot easier. Alright. Well, I'm glad I took the video. You can, in fact, break out without dashing. You just have to press the jump button. Otherwise, you'd have to wait for the feather to expire, which is who knows how long. That long. Yeah. Alright. He made jumping out of it look so easy. Ah. The grip button also gets you out of feather form. Well, that makes it a lot easier. All these things I'm learning about the feather at the, you know, really far in the game. This is chapter 9. There are 7 chapters to the main storyline, but this has some extra cutscenes. So I don't actually know how the second part of the storyline is going to end. If you are a casual platform gamer, you could probably get to the end of Chapter 7 for the main storyline, but obviously you're going to need to be hardcore platformer in order to get to the end of Chapter 9. Okay. We gotta jump on those guys, jump on those guys. I have only one dash, so I guess I'll use it there. Jump between that, and then give up, and then somehow get up there. It's just a bunch of these. Ooh, flaming hearts. Okay, well, when we're done with all these frozen hearts, we got a couple flaming hearts for no reason, which there's no dash crystals anywhere. So I guess I'll have to use the dash there. I don't know where those blocks are going, but yes, this might actually be really hard. And that's just because I'm bad at timing. Pretty sure that jumping on these... Oh, it does refill your dash. Oh, psh. Well, that makes it a lot easier. So yeah, pretty much everything refills your dash. That is how that works. And that actually does make sense now that I think about it. It's just the previous level didn't have that, so I didn't know. Ah. Ah. Alright, that's not going to be high enough. No. And the ones that go in a circle aren't going to respawn. These guys respawn, but that doesn't help me much. That don't impress me much. Alright. Well, now that I know these things give you dash, this segment becomes way more plausible. I'm not gonna say easy, but, you know, possible. Violin reminds me of Radiant Garden. Ah. Getting warmer. I don't even know what this is a symbol of. It's like a triangle. Doesn't really look like a key. Well, I tried. No. And this part sounds like Dateline. If you press the jump button when landing on these guys, you jump higher. So that's why it's sometimes high and sometimes not. I don't... Alright, so after getting the last doorbell key thing, I'm gonna need to stall for time for those blocks to come down. So I'm gonna need some of these ice hearts left. Ice sushi rolls with spikes. They're the ice version of the flaming hearts. So, I don't know. Alright, nope, nope. Alright, well. I don't really feel like it'll matter whether I hit the flaming key last or second. These guys starting to get in the wrong place at the right time. It's annoying. Alright. If I fall that far, I'm just gonna kill myself. Like, I'm not even gonna bother. I mean, technically all of these ones respawn, but I just start over. This circle is the last ones that... these 3 circles are the ones that don't respawn. I don't know if these 2 circles respawn. But these 2 rows obviously do. Alright. Oh, an updraft. Oh, that'll make this slightly easier. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. Alright. Let's go. Ah. Worms and rocks. So cute. Oh, great. How strong is this wind exactly? Very strong. That's a problem. Alright, so I'm probably gonna have to wave dash each of these blocks. Up? I'm not really sure where to take that bubble. Nah, I need the key. And if that block collapses, then I can only use the spring once. So I guess I'll have to take it to the right. Why do you have a second set of binoculars? There's no checkpoint here. Why is this room so long? Wait, the green one collapsed? That's unfortunate. Not that it matters. And notice the wind doesn't affect you until you first move. Completely irrelevant detail. Worms. Much like the worms. Eh. Oh yeah. Didn't take it to the right like I should have. Alright, I guess I'll just... There we go. Oh great, now it changed direction. That's fantastic. There we go. Okay, so... I guess I'll just wave dash and then dash up. And then just dash up repeatedly? This gap is bigger though. There's no crystals. I guess just jump off the left wall, and does the wind like change at this point to be stronger? I don't know. Jump off the left walls of each of these, and then you're done. Alright. Okay. Look, I wasn't... That's funny. Alright. Definitely gonna need to wave dash. Okay, well, that works, I guess. I wasn't intending to dash diagonally into it, but if it works, then I'll take it. Oh, there is a checkpoint here. But it's not a new room. It's the first time in the game that's it's done that. Why is it not a new room? Not that it matters, I'm just... I really appreciate that. I just feel like it should have been a new room, because that's how the rest of the game does it. Space amoebas. I mean, I don't really feel like I need the video, because, again, there's really only one way to do this. Yeah. I just have to pull left as soon as I hit that second spring. Can almost get it, but that's not enough. And I almost had you, but I guess you would have had me too. It's not a wave dash. Didn't touch the spring. Nope. Boy, I feel like this world will just have less problems in it if there were less spikes. Just saying. Come on, man. No. And of course it falls. That's why wouldn't it? Not that it matters, because I'm only going to touch it for a second. Hey, I hadn't thought about going above it. That's actually not a bad idea. I'll reconsider that. As soon as, you know, I actually get the first spring. I don't know if that's any easier. Maybe. But I haven't done it successfully yet, so I'm gonna go with probably not. And suddenly the spring is defying me. And, yeah. See? Obviously easier to go below it. I don't know. It makes sense to go above it, but I don't... It just seems like it's, I don't know. Could be either way. I guess an advantage of going above it would be that you're already holding left. So that would make it a little easier to avoid those spikes. I was doing much better earlier. There we go. I don't think going straight is far enough. Also, go below it. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Why, spring? Why? It's just more natural to hit dash immediately. It's hard to resist doing. Ah. No, that needed to be diagonal. And of course, the downside of going above is that there's spikes. I know exactly what I need to do, it's just keep jumping over the block for some reason. I don't know. I feel like it's easier to aim from below for some reason. I don't know why. My success rate is so low on both, it's hard to say. I suppose going from below, you're slightly lower, which might be an advantage. Because rather than hitting the top of the spring, you're hitting the bottom of the spring. Thank you, for Pete's sake. Alright. Alright, so dash over to the conveyor belt, because there's no way to do a wave dash. So yeah, dash over to the conveyor belts, get the crystal, get the key, and then dash back on the conveyor belt, and then get the crystal again, I guess. And then repeat. And then get the double crystal. Ooh. Double crystal, get that. This is ice, by the way. You can't grip onto those. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to dash wall jump. That's gonna suck. And then do it again, unfortunately. Then grip onto that. It's gonna take me over to the right. Make sure I avoid both of those spikes. And then jump to that, and then that's it. Well, I'm either gonna have to go below it or above it. So, pick one. Well, it's possible to go above it. I don't know if it's possible to go below it. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. I don't know. There we go. Crystal doesn't come back. That's really unfortunate. That makes this significantly harder. Doesn't matter, you can conveyor belt jump off of it. Can I though? I mean, you're not gonna be able to avoid that crystal. You need the dash to get back on the left side of this. Mate. Oh wait, I can dash wall jump. Duh. I mean, that's super hard to do. It's just that's probably what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, see, that's much better. Just that dash wall jumping is hard. Harder than wave dashing even. And it's gonna make me do it a whole lot in this room. You have to jump at the top of the conveyor belt, otherwise you don't get a big enough boost to get the crystal. Nope, not high enough. Now you know why I have 3,000 deaths. Was that 3,000 or 5,000? I don't know. Yeah, so after that wall jump, I'll have to immediately dash up again. I just realized, how is there wind in space? I'm on the moon and there was wind earlier. I mean, there's oxygen obviously, but, you know, Batman can breathe in space and all that. Did I mention that dash wall jumping is really hard? Even though it's introduced earlier in the game. It's just, I don't know. It's harder than wave dashing. I don't know why. I don't know if other people feel the same way, but that's... Have to dash twice, not wall jump. Getting warmer. Most likely way to die. Stupid dashing wall jumps. Cannot grip that. It's ice. Alright, hold on. So... Oh, what? You just regular wall jumped? And then dash wall jumped off of this one? Yeah, dash wall jumped off of this one, but you did it in a weird way. Not that it matters, I'm gonna die 100 times to that. Stupid very first wall jump. You dash up, and then press jump. Doesn't seem that difficult. I don't know. I feel like it might be easier to... I don't know. I did not get the key. I feel like you're supposed to dash wall jump off that bottom one, but I don't know. I haven't had much success with... I guess I could try just jumping, but it looks pretty crazy. Yeah, how do you even do that? I don't know how he wall jumps off of ice like that. Seems like it would be useful. But in any case, I could just do it the way they intend. Or just not do it. You know, that's good too. See, but it'll be too high for the second one to be a dash wall jump. Because you have to jump immediately after dashing. It looks like he's just holding left and pressing jump, but that's not how that works. I don't understand. I mean, he is dash wall jumping off of the second one, which is definitely what you're going to need to do to get up to that block. Maybe I just have to do smaller jumps? Trying to climb up this ice wall just to practice the thing I'm gonna have to do. But it doesn't really seem like it's possible. Maybe you have to hold the grip button, even though you can't grip it. That almost works. I don't know why, because you can't grip it. By the way, that blinking black square is not a recording glitch, it's just the way the game is. I don't know, they say they're making some point about things being wrong in the universe or something. Don't worry about it. I can go down slowly, but I can't go up. See, now this is why I have these YouTube videos, to show me what I'm supposed to do in certain cases. But it doesn't help when it doesn't really look possible. I don't know. Because if I dash wall jump off of that bottom one, it will get me to that second one there, that middle one. But then that's not high enough to do a dashing wall jump off of this, which is the problem. I can't do a regular wall jump off of it, because that takes me straight into spikes. Unless there's some subtle point I'm missing. I guess that almost worked. So, try harder? I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's it. Just have to dash as soon as you hit the top part of the key, I guess. The triangle piece. Pieces of Triforce, I don't know. It's like a little shield. Now I'm being distracted by the symbol. Hey! Alright then. Alright, what are you doing? None of these are breakable. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, you just gave me a checkpoint so I can go down here? Alright. Yeah, there's nowhere else to go. Alright, so slam that guy to break those blocks. And then hit him again to go over there. I guess just wall climb up to get that. And then double dash back over to him. And then slam until you get the feather. And then the feather up to the other feather. And then down into the crystal. Crystal. Oh. Am I supposed to have you follow me the whole way? That would make sense. Oh, does he slam into that block at the bottom? No, he's above that. Alright, I don't know what that crystal's for. We'll find out. Slam into those, double crystal, slam into those, and then you're done. Do I have to push you down? Because there's no way I can push you down. Oh, no, you have to go above these. Okay, hold on. I gotcha. Close. Yeah, it's gonna be a little hard to hit. Give me a little more time, maybe. There we go. Oh, there's... Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Ah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to... hit him from the bottom, maybe? No, because then he's not gonna come back if he goes down the hole. But I can hit him from the bottom. Seems like an unnecessary feature. Oh, you know what? I should jump off before he... Ah! And then what? I don't know. You didn't go up far enough. Ah! Do you expect me to hit him while he's fast? Because I don't see how that's possible. Oh, because he can't break that block. Okay. That makes more sense. You can break these blocks, so the same block. Boo for consistency. Does he have to be... Do I have to ride on his side, or... I'm just gonna go ahead and... No, you can get him lower. Okay. That would be the easier way to do it. Just checking to see if it was possible to get him lower. Oh yeah, it worked. Okay. Thought it was a little high. No! Close. Just need to dash twice up. What? What is happening? Alright. Isn't this relaxing? Nice peaceful music. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. Thought maybe saw something. There's a hidden thing somewhere in this stage. Probably not gonna find it. More space wind. It's a really long feather ride. That's unfortunate. You know, normally I like to ride on magic carpets and all that. There are no magic carpets, I'm just joking. Uh-oh. Bottom path. Why is there a bottom path? I didn't see anything down there. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here for a bit, while I figure out what to do. Slowly making my way to the right. Oh, come on. The bottom path didn't appear to have anything in it, besides, you know, less starfish. So, I don't think I have to do that path. I guess that's true. There was alternate paths, like there and that one room that had a choice between starfish and tight. Alright. Starfish are always in the same place-ish, so it doesn't really matter to me. Slowly making my way to the right without wasting the dash. Actually, the spring refills your dash, so it doesn't really matter. Valid point. But slowly walking to the right gives me time to, you know, take a break. Who knows? Who knows? Ooh! Is that it? Cutscene? Oh, there's a save point. Yeah, cutscene. Didn't ask for your help. I mean, we thought you were a dream at first, so I mean, there's that. Sure, there's nothing over here. Nope, just a really unusually large empty space. There's that save point. Oh, hold on. What? There's more than 2 colors. What madness is this? Not really sure how to deal with that. Because I have to grab onto that. That's what I have to do. Didn't really need that last block, but whatever. Just spikes up there just so you can see where the timing is, I guess. That's fair. Alright, so stand on that. I guess you could wave dash off of the blue block to stand on the right wall of the pink one, and then just... Oh, then I'm gonna have to dash wall jump. That's unfortunate. And then grab onto that for some reason, and then hit the blue. This blue spring looks like it's gonna kill me. It'll give me my dash back, but it won't help if it kills me. So I don't know about that. We'll see, I guess. Try to take the blue spring to the right, I guess, to get the double crystal. To dash right, then up to get the crystal. To dash right to grab the green block, and then the blue block. Spring up, straight into those spikes, and then finish. Cool. Okay, so it's blue, pink, yellow, green. It's too far away to wave dash onto. I just have to figure out the timing. I don't think you can wave dash on that block. That's too soon. There's a heart in the background. I don't feel like you're gonna wave dash onto that block. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't see how else to do that. Ads.
Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day, inspired by the garden to brighten your home.
I thought he would skip the cutscene. Okay. Oh, pfft. I don't even need to be on the right side of the wall. I can just be on the left side. Okay, well, that works. That makes this a lot easier. Not easy, just easier. See what? I'm guessing it wants me to spring it to the left. but like I need that crystal, bro. So I don't know what to do. That's not the right timing. Yeah, no. Yeah. Like I said, go off the spring straight into the spikes. Alright. Music's changed. Got it. Just making sure there was nothing there. What is that in the background? A dead thing and a tower. Alright, so anyway. Going to stop our ring. And then there's another spring. Seems like that would be hard to reach. You know what? We're just gonna wing it. It's fine. Ooh, that almost was fine. Is that yellow block there just to trick me, or can you actually land on it? I feel like you can't land on it. Or at least not first time through. That yellow block didn't appear at that time because I was on top of it. Fun fact, these blocks cannot materialize if you are on top of them. Like that. Wait a second. Can I just take a shortcut? I feel like I can take a shortcut. Hold on, let me try this again. Yeah? Okay, so that's why that yellow block is there. In case you want to take a slightly shorter path for no reason. Or in case your timing's bad. Need to figure out how to get that block. Oh, I feel like it's gonna disappear if I try to dash into it again. I think the time is the same. There we go. Magically worked that time. Oh man, electricity. Also, yeah, we're only like halfway through this stage. 24 out of 39. That's slightly more than halfway. Alright, binoculars. So that's giant and obnoxious. Oh, there's only 2 colors in this room, okay. Okay, so wave dash, grab the wall, dash onto the double crystal, grab the wall, dash twice to grab this wall, then grab the double crystal, Dash, grab the inside of that. Grab the bottom blue, then the right blue, then dash to the... Alright. I think I got it. See, keep dashing, and I really shouldn't. Didn't get my dash back. See? It's hard. I instinctively dash it right when I'm in between these walls when I shouldn't, because I need to save it for that. Not even close to a wave dash. That's... timing is bad. Timing, my one weakness. Also, why... Come on, wave dashing, just... Wave dash. Oh, wall jumping. That makes a lot more sense, actually. We should do that. You used both of your dashes to get there? Thought maybe you could only use one. Oh, you can jump off that wall. That's true. Alright. Anyway. See, I think he he grabbed like the upper part of this. Yeah. Dash up. Oh, he doesn't even bother grabbing the blue wall second time. That actually makes sense. Timing works better. Nope. Electricity! Same thing as spikes, except fancier! Yeah, I think you do have to use both of your dashes to get inside there. Maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, I don't see how you're getting in that with only one dash. Gonna have to have really good timing, and that's not gonna happen. Obviously. I mean, I got in there with only one dash, technically. Just, you know, doing it intentionally is a whole nother story. Alright, which walls did he jump up? If we could jump up at this one, then that one, that one? Is that what he did? Kind of. Maybe they have to change the music because of the tick-tocking that they need. They have to use a quieter song. See, now the hard part, out of all the other hard parts, is to wall jump off of that, the inside of that pink block with enough timing that you don't hit the spikes of the pink block. Oh. See, that's what I'm talking about. That wall jump. Whoops. Wait, no, because I don't have a dash left. What's that? Bed frame background? All kinds of things in this black hole. You never know what you're gonna see. I don't know when I'm gonna stop this video. Just, I don't know, just whenever I feel like it, I guess, or whenever I feel like I need a break. Because, I mean, this, psh, not even that stressed. I was inside of it. So, yeah, whenever I get tired, I guess, I'll stop. Or if I finish it, but, I mean, it's gonna be a couple hours to finish this level. Alright, remind me what it is that you did here. That's what I was trying to do. I guess if you're inside of the blue block, right here, it won't pop out. Timing of that's annoying. As always. Was not inside of it enough. That's gonna kill me. Nailed it. Okay. Oh, there's a different rhythm? Come on, man. Don't change the rhythm. Alright. So, I'm gonna have to wall jump between those to get the double crystal. Alright, well that was easy. Didn't have to think about it too much. Alright. Again with a different rhythm. Okay. So these two are obviously so that I can see which one's on, which seems pointless because there's only two colors. Yeah. So red bubble to the right, and then fall with the right timing to the other red. I guess I'll have to go right into this bubble. Right, and then up, and then left, and then up, and then diagonal down? Okay. Dashing diagonally over that block does make sense. But then, I don't know if I can get back over to that bubble again. I guess I could go, different direction with that second bubble. Well, yeah, going up. Not up. Left. Somehow, there we go. Can I jump out of these? No. I have to dash out of them, unlike the feather. You know what? I should probably get that left bubble first. That'd make more sense. Yeah, there you go. Different rhythm, 3 colors. Okay, so wave dash onto there, which I'll have to wave dash off of again to reach the pink wall. I guess just dash to stall for time in midair to land on, yeah, so dash right over those spikes. Land on the spring. And then oh, there's a crystal there. Okay, yeah, so dash will jump off of the pink block to get the double crystal, land on the yellow wall, and then quickly, before that thing materializes, dash to the right to get to the spring. Alright, I mean, that's... Wait, was it... That was the end of the room, right? Yeah. Alright. Works for me. That did not work for me. Well, that's not gonna work. Does he go over this? No, he doesn't. Yeah, I guess they don't change fast enough. So you do have some time to stay on that wall. And then fall to that one, and then dash over that. Okay, yeah, that's doable. Seems I can get the timing of this thing down. Which is gonna be like never. Don't have a dash, aka gonna die. It wasn't high enough. Come on. That's not enough time. No, I still did it. That was the wrong side. I don't have a dash, so it doesn't matter. There's not hardly enough room to wave dash out of that blue block. Proper wave dashing, not the super difficult wave dashing that the YouTube video does. Yeah. He does it in a way that you don't even jump. I don't know how that's even possible. Oh, there you go, I did it. You just have to... Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Alright. Oh, he grabs back on... That makes sense, yeah. Grab back onto the pink one again. Then jump over to the yellow one. He just goes underneath the blue. He doesn't go through it. Which is probably safer. I don't know. Either way, I think is about the same. Not that dangerous either way. Dead. Did I mention that timing is my weakness? Because I totally did. Also, this block is too small to wave dash onto. Like, come on, man. Or off of. There's no way? Yeah. Wait for it to go around again. Around the bend again. That was wrong. some kind of broken thing in the background. And a heart. Everybody loves hearts. So when you die, it doesn't reset the timing sequence, apparently. And I apparently have to hesitate on that blue block. Or does it reset the timing sequence? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Timing! And also wave dashing against that tiny block. It's barely large enough for it to even be possible. I suppose an improper wave dash really wouldn't make much difference as long as I land on top of the block, because it'll give me my dash back anyway. Somehow that worked, and that did not. Alright. Dang it. Dashed. I have to save both of those dashes. There's no way. Don't have a dash, which means that I can't make this jump. And then we tried again. I'm trying to time it, obviously. There we go. Trying to, I guess, hit the ground as soon as the color changes. Then I just barely don't have enough time to do the actual wave dash on the blue block. No, I do. Just hard. That was not diagonal. I forget. Does not getting your dash back mean it was too high or too low? I don't remember. That was perfect. Yeah, if you don't get boost, that means that press the dash too soon. I need to do a little bit sooner. Why do I keep... Come on. See, that's pretty close to the right timing. No dash. Dang it. I guess only part of the problem is timing. The other part is wave dashing on that tiny block. And then just, you know, being generally hard. I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to get back over to that block. I mean, he does. And if he didn't, he'd fall too far before yellow spawns. Concerning. Also, just for kicks, when does he leave? That's right, he does the extra difficult dash, wave dashing, so timing's different. Wouldn't matter. It seemed to not work. I guess I'll go below the spikes. Going below the spikes does give me time to wait out the yellow block. Do I need to wait out the yellow block? Let me actually double check that. Yeah, there's enough time. But if I was to jump immediately, there's not quite enough time. So yeah. I guess I'll just go into the spikes, I'm not really sure. Maybe you should learn the more difficult wave dash. Emphasis on the phrase more difficult. And this is hard enough. That didn't seem that difficult. Well, you're just saying that because I haven't actually done it in a while. It doesn't seem like I get as much distance, actually. I don't know if I'm just imagining that. That block is still too small to wave dash on, regardless of which type you use. However, the proper wave dashing that involves a jump takes longer, and thus the timing is completely different. I can't seem to get my dash back. Not that it's any different doing a regular wave dash instead of a standing one. Either way, that block is hard. Dash too early. Got it. Somehow. Ooh, save point. That does seem like a good time to leave. Okay, so 25 out of 39, but you know, there's some cutscenes too, so it's hard to say. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of cutscenes. Yeah, okay. So the last part is pretty much all cutscenes, starting from like right here. Still quite a lot of level left. I don't know. I think I'll... What time is it? 3:45. I could play a little while longer, I guess. Faster rhythm. Of course it is. What the heck? You want me to wave dash into that crystal? That just seems cruel. I don't even know the timing for this. What do you want me to do? Dash over that block? So wave dash, dash over that, get that, then just wave dash again and up into the bird. It wasn't even that hard. Nah, just time this correctly. Yay, timing. Got it. Alright, time to see if the bird is Granny or not. Did you kill it? That's true. I guess I should have mentioned spoilers earlier. Too late now. Also, this is definitely not a dream. It might. It's hard to say. Probably not, but it might. Wait a minute, if Granny's dead, then how is part of her still alive? That doesn't... I don't know. Don't know. Not yet, there's still a good chunk of level left. What? Trapped here because of me. How is that even... So we have to carry the bird home now? Oh man, let's see what happens if I touch the bird. Nothing happens if you touch the bird. There's nothing over there, stop checking. There's a hidden item somewhere in this level. I'm probably not gonna find it, but it's somewhere. It's somewhere, man, like everything's somewhere. Alright. I expected you to collapse, but I also expected to land on top of you so I could immediately... Wave jump? That doesn't make sense. You can't wave jump off that. Eh. Not enough height. Whoops. Doesn't matter. Gotta get it back. So that's it. We're just... There we go. Come on. There's nothing down there. I'm not gonna bother. Cool, so I get two things that'll throw me forward now. That's fun. I only had one dash, so I'm gonna have to land on top of that, I guess. Nope. Jellyfish parachute. Space jellyfish parachute, thank you very much. Sure is. How do I... There we go. That's kind of obnoxious. Also, does the bird refill my dash? I don't think he did. It did. Yeah, I don't think using that spring multiple times is the solution here. Keep throwing too early. Eh. Overshot it for once. Lose. The jellyfish cannot touch the white sparkly thing. Which explains why I'm trying so hard to get it over this white sparkly wall. But it can touch electricity. I just have to throw the jellyfish in a way that gets me to the stupid bird. There we go. And also gives me enough height. As you dash up, while grabbing the jellyfish, it will go up. I really wish the very top part of that was more electricity instead of white, because that would make this much more feasible. Just give me a little more leniency, please. Okay, so I have to throw him and then she'll throw me up. There's a house in the background. I don't need you. Oh no, jellyfish! Like seriously, was using her any easier? Cause
New Busy Watermelon.
ads.
Made with real watermelon juice.
A whole lot of MailChimp smarts could mean even more sales.
Oh yeah, so I get that. I don't feel like that was really any easier. I mean, I guess it probably was, but too bad. Oh no! And exploding pufferfish, those are the worst. Wait, what? You're throwing me to the right and expecting me to dash to the left? Why? Alright, bird. Clearly, there's a dead thing in the background. We have to address that at some point. Nope. Also nope. Whoa. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, I was hoping you'd, yeah. The bird and the purple Madeline. Their bubbles don't respawn, so if you miss it, you just miss it. Okay. It is possible to gain height mid-flight by doing that, but the bird is just slightly too far away. Alright, there we go. Oh. Electricity now. Okay. What? Electricity moves. Please tell me this block doesn't collapse. It probably will, but please don't. It doesn't really matter. No. I have to go over that? Ooh. Song changed. I like this song. Or at least part of it. Whoa. There's a lot of green crystals that I'm not using. I don't know what that's about. A green and a double crystal. Really? Makes me wonder if there's like an alternate path to take here. But I don't know why you would. Because that seems pointless. When you can just use the bird instead. Yeah, didn't see any advantage to that. So I guess I just won't take that path. The bird has to move either way. Right. Keep forgetting about the timing of that. Unless I can go above that block that breaks, which I really doubt. Nah, there's no way. Well, I'm not gonna explore. That hidden item is just gonna remain hidden. Keep forgetting that I have to do timing at that part. Timing could be better. There's no way you can get up there. I don't know what. I mean, those blocks are breaking to show that things are falling apart. Those crystals are really throwing me off. Timing, right, timing. But I don't see anything up there, so I don't know why. Actually, yeah, I don't know. Timing, dang it. But the block was already gone. That was not exactly timing, but hey, I might be able to actually finish this level. I'm not really sure. Alright. Oh no, not you. If you land on top of them, they bounce down. If you hit them on the side, they explode. Which is really annoying. No, I want to go that way. Another. There we go. Bird. Feather. Okay, well, if you're gonna be like that, respawn please. Thank you. Alright. Jerks. Ooh, I love these black blocks. I don't know why there's a path up there. And this goes straight to the block. Oh, what? Hold on, you kill me? Why would you do that? That's just mean. Why? We were on the same side, bro. Oh wait, hold on. No, I got this. There we go. Didn't get the bird though. I don't see how you go above that, so I don't really know why that's an option. Have to jump. I know. There we go. Okay, well what I was supposed to do is dash across this. Just keeping that in mind. Then have to dash over the crow again. Battling, you are being really feisty right now. And now the crow's gonna be feisty, alright. What about the umbrella? I need the parachute. It might be high enough, I don't know. We'll find out. Spring doesn't go high enough. Yeah, I did that part. I did this part. Here I am. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close. 30 out of 39. And like the last several minutes are just cutscenes, so yeah, I think we can actually finish this in this video. Now, you know, assuming I can actually finish this. Which is a bit of an assumption, to be fair. Unplug my phone here. Messing with my phone for a second. Alright. And there we go. Sorry, but I have no idea how to edit videos, and I don't really feel like learning for just this. So you're just gonna have to deal with the fact there was a 30-second pause. Gonna need to time that. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Timing is my weakness. Car in the background. And more space amoebas. And the space snake thing. Wherever that is. No, I need that. Arg. That was not diagonal. Again with the not diagonal. I don't see how I can be. Arg. Is there like some subtle way to do that? Ooh, you have only one spring. Harsh. he was playing in an earlier version of the game. So apparently they added a second spring. Which doesn't change the solution any. But it does let me know that I can do that. Why is that bubble there? Why is battle in there? Doesn't seem... Nah, I'm gonna need to focus on the timing and speculate later. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, she just shows you up. I don't get it. You can just climb the wall. Not that it matters. I mean, I'll take Badelin's help, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna focus on the timing, even though I did it right last time. That one's gonna be much harder to time. This is going faster. Not diagonal. Whatever. What is that, a submarine hatch? Worms! Love these worms. And I hate these guys. Alright. Am I supposed to push you over? Maybe? Hmm. Am I supposed to land on the right side of him to make him explode? Hit. There we go. Alright. Dashing blocks are gonna be in my way. Battle and boost. Yep. Ah, I see. Don't dash into the crow. That'll fix that. The crow's like right there, you don't need to dash. Yeah, that mostly fixed the problem. The tech block is still in the way. Push him over, then he goes up, and then I go over. And that's why these guys are annoying. Because you gotta be at exactly the right angle to get what you want. Eh. Can I? Yeah, just ads. I'm partially censoring the ads. I mean, that works. There's... Ah, okay, yeah. That's kind of what I was wondering. If you can grab that wall, you can. It is outside of the electricity. And then dash up, and then... Okay. Is there more in the same room? Come on, man. You didn't get battling. There you go. Okay, well. Anyway. Yeah, he did go straight up and then land back on it. That's what I thought. Uh-oh. That was close. Yep. Really? He somehow lands on the correct side of that. Not that that really matters. Eh. Not diagonal. It'd be easier if I landed on the correct side. I just, I'm not doing that. Fortunately, that crystal comes back. So that worked out. Oh, I have to dash off of that. Boost, jump, whatever it's called. None of these have names except wave dash. Which is a canon name, in fact. I mean, I guess dashing technically also has a name. Jumping. But the rest of them, they don't have canon names. Come on, space blowfish, work with me here. I hate that it drops you off right in the middle of those two. Like, come on, bird, just cut me some slack. No! I dashed when I wasn't supposed to. The dash blocks got me. I'm glad this little bump here doesn't hit my head. I feel like it should some of these times, but it hasn't yet, so that's cool. Actually, if I do jump on him, no, because this block falls. Oh, no, it doesn't. Huh. Alright, so I could technically reset. If it matters. Alright. Didn't dash. Take it. So yeah, when that block resets or dashes up or whatever it does. No, that'd be resetting. Anyway, point is you have to jump right when it's at its top. Jump. Then land on battling. This again. Don't really need that crystal second time, but he did it, so I subconsciously did it. Alright. Car in a black hole. Got a battling. Battling bubble. You're gonna need me to spring multiple times. Let's get these two more lined up then. Battling is never called that in the game, but the Steam trading card has her labeled as Battling, so it's semi-canon. Because it's on official merchandise. Yeah, spring off of this a couple times to try to get more lined up, because I'm gonna need them lined up. Gonna bird and battling and springs. All right, I wasn't expecting that. Yep. Alright. Oh, come on. Alright. Have to hit the fuse box. And then use the spring to get my dash back to hit the fuse box again. The lower block, I think, hits those. The lower moving spring, I think, hits those blocks, which is why I didn't see it again. These blocks. Yeah, 'cause it's not there anymore. So it must have died. Yep. Pick a spring and use it. Ah, right. That'll work. Yeah, because that spring falls and doesn't get you in a good position to do anything except get the crystal. And that spring is just going to kill you. So yeah, that's definitely the way to do it. Okay. I don't know what that bird was there for if I wasn't supposed to touch him. Yep. Alright. I expect me to use the crystal to wave dash again. Alright. Well, that's not gonna work. But of course it falls, which means that you have to wave dash right here. I guess go below it. Sometimes diagonals are hard, because I'm using a joystick. Controller, I mean. What's the proper word for that? Analog stick, there you go. Let me just... That is what he's doing. He's wave dashing off of it and just hoping he gets enough air. Random junk in space. Technically this is supposed to be the moon. I didn't wave dash off that block. Hey, yeah, no. Didn't kill me for a couple of blocks, but it did catch up to me. No. Have to land on top of every single block. Otherwise, you're dead. Alright. This is gonna be a lot of wave dashing. So, you know, it's gonna take a while. Because wave dashing, although slightly easier than dash wall jumping, is still very hard, as you can tell. Also, my diagonals are not diagonaling correctly. I think I'm holding my controller at an angle. I don't know. Close. Do do do. Dang it. Really pay attention to the angle I'm holding this controller. Alright. Down, man, down. That one I was not pressing down. If I was using a keyboard, I wouldn't have to worry about it, because it'd be a separate button. But controllers are great, so forget that. Alright, works for me. No! That's gonna need another wave dash. Correct wave dash, the kind that actually gives you your dash back. What is this, by the way? A clam? Close. But at the same time, not close enough. Nope. Alright, well. May not actually be able to do this. I may have to take a break. It's unfortunate, because I'm close. Wave dash, and then wave dash off of that. Yep. And then that's pretty much it. Oh, another wave dash. Thank you for telling me that. I would have been quite annoyed. Oh my gosh. What? Okay, hold on. So wave dash off of both of those, then land on that one, and then wave dash off of that one, which is hard to do. Land on those two, wave dash off of that one, then wave dash off of that one, even though you're being dropped off by the bird, who doesn't have a name. He doesn't have a Steam trading card either, so yeah, I don't know. It's just the bird. Okay, so there's a few more rooms, which means that it's gonna take another hour. Yeah, probably. So yeah, I hope this tells you how hard this game is. Because obviously there's a lot of small things that can go wrong in the extremely hard stages. This is not the hardest stage, by the way. This is chapter 9, which is the main storyline ends at chapter 7, and then there's a small spike in difficulty because you start doing the B levels, and then once you do all the B levels, you can be distracted by your own conversation. So you do 1 through 7A, and then do 8, and then do 1 through 8B, and then do 9, and then do 1 through 8C. And I really hope that 9 does not have a B and C, but who can say? I mean, there's no cassette as far as I can tell, so there wouldn't be a side B, so I guess by that logic there wouldn't be a side C either. So, you know, that's comforting. Also, where the heck was the hidden item? Like, I know you didn't see this entire stage, but I didn't see anything suspicious enough. I mean, sometimes there's just random walls that are weirdly shaped, but nothing that's like, oh yeah, there's definitely a hidden item over there. So, I mean, there was those weird crystals that I mentioned earlier that were in the that were up in the electricity, but you can still get them because the electricity moved. But it didn't look like it amounted to anything because I could see the entire path, but it didn't go anywhere. But my wrist is sore, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to beat this level within the next hour. So, gonna have to take a break here in like 30 minutes. Because then it'll be 5 o'clock. Which is, I don't know, my wrist is getting pretty sore. I would say that you can tell I'm making more mistakes, but can you really? I mean, kind of just comes and goes, you know? Because sometimes I get further, and sometimes I don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. I just can't diagonal down. Just can't do it. Can't do it. It's not even the last rock I have to do a ridiculous wave dash off of. Yeah. You know, I could have gone back to the map at that save point, but, like, where else am I gonna go? I've already beaten everything else. Except for, you know, side C, which are harder than 9. They already got all the strawberries, they already got all the hearts. Didn't get any of the golden strawberries because screw that. Golden strawberries are for deathless runs. So I'm like, okay, I get it, but I'm not interested in that. So the only other thing for me to do besides 9 is that I found these binoculars at the beginning of 3B require wave dashing. Just gonna look into that. I have no idea why they're there. Seems like a weird... I mean, obviously they exist for a reason because they're binoculars. But like, what the crap could it be? The Moonberry is on chapter 9, and I don't think there's any hidden item in 3B unless it's the 1-up. Which I assumed was the Moonberry. I don't know. Maybe 3B is the 1-up. Like, don't even bother jumping if it doesn't refill my dash. So they won't work. I mean, I can't think of anything else it would be besides the 1-up. So it might be that. As far as I know, there are no other hidden items. It could be an Easter egg. That would be disappointing. It could be an Easter egg. Thought I wasted my dash, but I'm like, oh no, I'm good. And then the usual thing happened. I mean, I guess I could practice the faster wave dashing, because it requires less time and therefore is easier on the block. But it also requires more length. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good move. Because the regular wave dashing, you only need to touch a single point once by dashing down into it. But the floor wave dashing requires you to have enough floor for it to work. This section is just enough, for example. As you can tell from me failing to do it. There you go. But when the blocks are fallen, it doesn't really matter, because it makes more sense to just touch it once. You just have to, you know, go diagonally. I keep going straight for some reason. So to do wave dash, proper kind, you have to be in midair and dash diagonally towards the ground. Right after hitting the ground, you jump. Pretty obvious, based on what I'm doing. Problem is that if you are too high or too low, it won't work. So if you're too high when you press the dash button, you won't get a boost like that. If you're too low when you press the dash button, then it won't refill your dash like that. Which is why I keep wanting to dash up here. Because I know I'm not high enough. But then it gets rid of my dash, thus defeating the point. I mean, the game never tells you how to do a floor wave dash, which I think he was calling extended wave dash. But it does kind of make sense in its own way. Basically, you just dash along the ground and then jump. So, like, the instructions are more simple. But besides timing, it requires you to have enough floor for it to work, which I don't think that block does. Plus the block's falling, so you know there's that. There we go. Nope. Wait, it's fine. Got it. Oh my gosh. Alright, wind and a feather. Wind and a feather. Alright, I thought maybe I had to wave dash off of those, but it's windy enough that I don't have to. It threw me off. You just have to be really, really straight to go through that spot. Darn wind. Darn tiny hole. Yeah. Got it. Did you see any hidden items? Go back and look. I think I think I'm supposed to go below that guy. I guess that might work. I just ignore this guy and... There we go. Now, because then he pushes me back. I have to jump on top of that guy. The bird doesn't reset. Alright, well... I can't walk left, so... I'm pretty sure he's too far to wave dash. Guess I could try that next time I die. I have to dash straight to get over that pufferfish. Oh, you can wave dash. Well, that's good to know. I keep hitting him at the wrong time. Come on, Madeline. Gonna need you to get some more ups. Dashing right after leaving the bird is a great idea. Gives me time to line up correctly. This song includes parts of the Chapter 2 song, which is my favorite song. I have to land on top of him, which means you can't dash too far. Or not far enough. Wait, what? Do you expect me to just jump off of him? You do? Wow, okay. It's not gonna be like that. It's gonna make this a little more difficult. Because now I'm gonna have to press jump at the right time. Because, you know, more difficult is what this room clearly needed. Might as well die. I mean, if that first pufferfish is too far down, then I don't know if I can even reset it. Alright. Missed the timing for that. Also, if I don't dash right after the bird, I'll get hit into the electricity a lot of times. So, you know. Priorities. Survive. Oh, granted that I only get hit into electricity if I'm holding the right button, but that seems likely. That bird is trapped, so I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to touch him. Launch off of this. Grab that. Break. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Didn't hit the jump button at the right time. I'm gonna have to be a little lower on the fuse box to make sure it bounces me off with enough force while also not hitting the electricity. I didn't get 2 dashes from that, which means that I was dashing too late. It's making me want to play 2A just to hear the song again because I like that song. Oh wait, does this come with the soundtrack? I don't think it does. It's the only song I like. I mean, the rest of them are fine, I guess. That one was really good. I didn't care for the B or this version of it. I don't... Did the Summit have part of that? Probably did. Summit had part of everything. Ah. Seriously? What do you want from me? besides my soul, because that was obvious. Oh, he went off the top of it. So they could just barely go under the electricity there. Oh, and as soon as he hits the crystal, he dashes into the pufferfish to hit it again, and then... Wait. Oh, because pufferfish... No? How do you get your dash back after hitting the fuse box a second time? Because you have... one dash, and then you still have one dash. I don't know. Hopefully that's just a fuse box thing, and it'll happen to me too. Because otherwise I don't see how to do that. There might be a way to do it without that, but I'd have to figure it out. Which I'd rather not do. Too high. Okay, well, I did get my dash back, so, you know, that's not a glitch. That's good. That's good. That means that it's actually possible. However, ouch. Here we go. By the way, when the pufferfish resets, they go back to their correct position as well. In case they were, you know, down or whatever. Alright. Really? Expect me to wall dash off of that? That's what they expect me to do. It's pretty obvious. Hey, somehow made it. Nope. Can I just... I don't have to wave dash. Be free! Oh, thank goodness these didn't collapse. Alright. There's no way to know whether they'll collapse or not. Bird? Ah, I need to wave dash. I think. Do I need to land on top of him? Hold on, what? I think I do. Yeah, I totally do. Alright. So I'm gonna have to wave dash 3 times in a row. That's fine. It's not fine. Hey. He just stays there. I mean, I didn't see any reason to go back. Did you see any hidden items? Because I didn't. It's going pretty quick, though. Oh, thank goodness. I believe you. It's 33. Okay, so still got... That's the ending right there. So 35, 33 out of 35. Getting pretty close. Alright, gonna have to dash in that guy. Explode off of that guy to get my dash back. And then repeat a bunch of times. Great. And then after hitting this explosion, I don't think I need him anymore after, because I can just go straight through this wall, hit the spring, go under the electricity to get to the battling bubble, and dash over there, and then get the crow, I guess? And he's probably gonna make me get the top spring for some reason. Do I seriously need an umbrella here or not? Parachute, because this is gonna be a problem. Yeah, see, now this part I understand. This part's pretty straightforward. Yeah, you have to throw him. Yep, that's unfortunate. Okay, well. Have to kill him there, then hit the crow, and then do that. Crystal. Oh my gosh, this screen is so long. Room, whatever. It's the bed. Alright, so double crystal. Does he have to go over the spikes? No. Oh, I see. Yeah. It's those spikes. Hey, cassette. And then an updraft. Yeah, he has to go below. Get the springs. Wait, what? What's all this? You come back to this room? I guess. I don't see any other explanation for that. Okay, so go up and then later come back down. I'm gonna need 2 dashes or something. Because a single dash I'm gonna need to just get over there. I guess I could dash diagonally up. That might be enough. Hit the spring. There's nowhere to throw him, so he just dies. Dash up. Explode off that. Kill him. Ignore him, I guess? Does he respawn? Do I need him on the way back too? Alright, so hit that. And then kind of just, figure it out as you go. It's fine. Then he dies and land on top of this. Very important. So I can get my dash back. No! I'm doomed! Yeah. don't know. I'm almost there, but it might actually take another, what is time? Is it 5? Really? Hold on. So you threw him, dashed, and then just fell. So that you could get him in the right position, throw, then bird over there. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to stop at 5:30. So not gonna be able to finish this regardless. Because there's no way I'm doing the rest of these rooms in 30 minutes. But I might possibly be able to finish this room in 30 minutes. Maybe. It's a really long room, but maybe. No! Battling, help me! You can't finish this. Oh, come on, you got over that. Have some more faith in your flying abilities, which you lack. Your floating abilities, I guess. Do you throw him before? Yeah, you throw him before. That's what I was trying to do. Alright. Try it again, I guess. Be free. I think he's too low. I don't. Now he's definitely too low. Darn anti-monster field. That was stupid. There's a ceiling there. I was hoping to get extra distance right before he died. You know, just so I could guarantee that I reached the bird. But there's a electric ceiling, so couldn't do that. I assume the anti-monster barrier also works in the exploding pufferfish, but it's never come up before. No, it wasn't diagonal. I really don't have much to say. But I've been talking so far, so I might as well give small amounts of commentary for the rest of this. Wind? Okay, well, that's gonna change things. Did not notice that when I watched his video. Okay, so because of the wind, that means you kind of can just drop it and then dash up twice, which will give you your one dash back. It would be kind of funny to save right after this room, because that would mean I'd be saving a room that you start by going up, which I've never seen before. So I don't know how that respawn works. Tried to dash up, but there was wind, so I went diagonally. That's how vector math works. To be facing the other way when I let go of him. Is that actually a throw or is that just letting go? It's a throw. But then you have to kind of pull left while dashing straight up, which is crazy. Right, my bad. You can hold the down button to fall faster, which is what I'm doing in a few places. So I'm just waiting for the parachute to go straight down. Yeah, that wind complicates everything. I'm a lot less confident, but hey, I still have like 20 minutes. We're good. Dashing straight up while pulling left. That's pretty crazy. There's not much space to do that either. Kind of like a wreath around the binoculars. Crystals. Works for me. Ah, I knew I wasn't gonna get that diagonal. Do you respawn? 'Cause I don't know if you actually do. I guess you'd have to go into a hole. 'Cause he doesn't expire. That's what I keep meaning to do. No, that's not up enough. Ugh. Wait, is this a separate room? Please tell me it is. I mean, currently it's not that hard, but just saying. I just really don't want to have to do all that again. There's platforms here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Please go away. There's lots of platforms here. Please tell me that. Oh my gosh. Well, this is by far the largest room in the game. you know, in terms of like things you have to do. Technically, there's some feather rooms that are really large because you go through a bunch of feathers. Fortunately, this room's easy, am I right? Tons and tons of platforms. Do that to get to my dash back. Okay. What? Okay, so you don't need to dash in order for there to be enough time for that, apparently. Oh well. Ah, there you go. That makes more sense. And then just hold on to it? Yep. Oh my gosh. Why is this room so large? Might just have to... I know I have 15 more minutes, but I'm just gonna have to call it a day, probably. Wait, that's it? The last room? Well, that would explain why it's so large. So I guess you're supposed to take this feather back to all those platforms I saw? I don't know. Did you see any hidden items in all these platforms? Yeah, I'll have to look for them when I do it again. Alright, so this is the last room. And the whole dang chapter slash secondary storyline. So I guess I'll keep trying for 15 minutes. But then that's it, I'm done. Didn't get that crystal. And of course I dash diagonally. So I'm trying to throw it to the right. Several of these things are lenient, it's just... there's just so many of them. You didn't dash. Why? I mean, clearly not. I really appreciate that they added that little cutscene. If you die 100 times or whatever it has been. I wonder if you can get that on any room, or is this the only one that you can get that? It's the only one I've seen it. But I mean, this room is massive, so it gives me plenty of opportunity to die a bajillion times. I mean, what have I feel like I've been in this room for an hour, which would be saying something. No, why? I mean, I could go for 10 more minutes, but at this point, I'm not sure I should bother. Come on. I just need a break. There's only one room left. But you know what? You get the general idea of how hard this game is. I mean, this room is pretty unusual. But, yeah. You know, it's hard. I don't know if that actually makes me go up faster or not. I can press up. I don't know. I feel like I'm going up a little faster when I do that. Oh yeah, platforms. They don't look like they're going anywhere. So I'm not particularly motivated to take that feather out into a suicide mission. Also, they're way too far away. The feather will expire. You didn't get your dash back. That's fine. See? It's fine. I think you have to dash there. Yeah, you do. Eh. I might have started this room at 4:30. I don't think I did, though. Maybe. It's not really paying attention to how long of time this room took. The good news is that the sea levels, although harder, are much shorter. They're only 3 rooms each. And I hope that the rooms aren't insanely large, but I guess I have no proof of that. At least 1C had reasonably small rooms. They were just insanely hard. It's a good thing you don't run out of grip on the jellyfish. Hadn't even thought of that. That didn't explode. I was too high. Didn't you say something about sore wrists? Yeah, well, I mean, they're just gonna have to power through it a little while longer. Dash in diagonal. A classic mistake at that part, because it's, you know, you have to throw to the right. Dash too early. Meanwhile, in non-hardcore platforming games, things are way easier. And again, if you're just doing the main storyline, casual platformer is fine, probably. It'll be really hard, but I think you can do it. Well, there's nothing like this. Because this is like 8, 9-ish levels after. Because there's the end of the storyline is 7A. And there's 8A, and then 1 through 8B, and then 9. Alright, that somehow worked. And that didn't. Alright, be careful with the diagonals. There we go. The only time in the game where I've been able to hold the up button for a jellyfish. It's the only time there's been an updraft. Or, for that matter, wind in space. Yeah, the jellyfish was introduced in 9, so no other level has it. Thank you. Alright, well, the good news is that I'm not dead. The bad news is that I'm not going to do this in one shot. But we shall try. No. Getting closer. But also I'm out of time. Yeah, how many minutes does a single... I mean, I guess it takes like 2 minutes to go through this room or something. So, by that logic, I only have maybe one more attempt, depending on, you know, how quickly I die. That's pretty quick. So I guess really one more attempt where I get through at least the until the section where it's has the upwind. That's like the 1 minute mark probably. I don't know, I'm too tired. I can't. I don't know if I can even try this for 2 more minutes. Fortunately, the music is catchy enough that it doesn't get old after listening to it for an hour. Also, the harder levels have longer songs, so there's less repeat. I don't know how long the songs are in regular levels, but they're long enough for this level. Cassette. See, this wind, the upwind part, is actually really easy. Like, besides there, have I ever died on it? Like, I think that might have been the only time. So, you know, that's positive. Because it doesn't require me to dash diagonally, so, you know, it's easier. Yeah, you know, diagonals, they're sometimes hard. There's no wave dashing in this room, so that's cool. There's just parachutes, diagonals. That's about it. Hold down the stupid grip button forever. Down. There we go. Nope, can't do it. Actually, this is the save point. This is the save point just for one room. That's just gonna show you how ridiculous it is. I mean, you can save and quit in any room. It's just the ones that have the little mountain symbol allow you to, if you return to the map, come back to this part. So just for kicks, let's see how many deaths we got. I mean, there's a lot of checkpoints, that's for sure. But that's not what I was looking for. Why does Farewell use a red skull? It's technically A side. Whatever. Yeah. So I've spent a total of 7.5 hours on this level. It's obviously harder than the other ones. Seriously. 7,000 deaths and 2,400 from just this level. Most of that is just because of how long this level is. I mean, honestly, it is harder than, you know, Core B, but it's not that much harder. Yeah, so... But if you compare it to, like... Yeah, these only have, like, 4 parts. That's the epilogue. The summit is actually rather large, yeah. because it has a part for each chapter. Anyway, I'm just procrastinating.